Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store for you today. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the South Alabama Jaguars taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Jaguars will kick it away to start us off. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So the Louisiana Raging Cajuns offense will have the first possession of the game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
He's going to take a shot right away. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
This offense has a second down play. They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking to scramble. He'll let it go to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The Raging Cajuns are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So South Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Jaguars will hustle to the line.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Going to the running game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Bringing it back, it's Turner. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. return there. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for space. It's Dennis. At the 35, he's open. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That's caught. It's Turner.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
He's looking for a man on second down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 92, set to kick it off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. The Jaguars come to the line in the hurry-up. Lopez wants to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. Smashes through. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a...
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Across the 15. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field.
Open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Line getting set on second down. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cajuns! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The return is brought down at the 16. South Alabama offense was able
South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
We're on TV. Make some noise. It's third down.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing, why as much as they are, they better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead.
Got a lot of running room. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use...
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Lopez to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. Just it makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And they'll knock him down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Georgia Southern showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Lopez wants to fire. Looking to take a shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, South Alabama. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Go into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana! About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And the extra point was good.
That makes the score. Louisiana, 38.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. At the 35, he's got room. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Jaguars in the hurry up. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Lopez to pass. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Coming after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looking for a block. It's Turner. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score! Touchdown, Cajuns! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown.
45, South Alabama.
He'll bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Jaguars!
Touchdown.
No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by volition.
And the returner is stopped.
Raging Cajuns will take over. First and 10.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. He leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, the ground game. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He'll bring it back. It's Turner. He's got great speed, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. The lone back's got it. At midfield, he's got room.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. On the run, it's Dennis. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Across the 25. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Louisiana, 52, South Alabama.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got room at the 35. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Ball carried by the running back. He's tackled at the 47. Second down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Fast motion from the offense. Keep it on the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Wide receiver shows motion. The give out of the gun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
On the move, it's Bennett. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has... Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And to christen this 4th quarter... Oh, the fake, and he wants to throw. And I guess they thought they'd find the field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Here's the handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to run for it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Raging Cajuns are rolling down the field. The give and tick, 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 tick. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. They'll try the run. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Run in the red zone, it's Perry. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Louisiana! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Now on first down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this.
Just keeps moving. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. Out of the backfield, he's open. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. He wants to throw it again. Grab near the marker. It's Martin. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. On the double. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show